Welcome to this League of Politics Champion Spotlight, featuring Benjamin Netanyahu, the Lord of Darkness.
The Bible says that there is a time for peace and a time for war. This is a time for war.
It is rare when a champion is so dominant that an entire meta is shaped around them. And with the most recent release of the Adventures in Zion expansion pack, there's no one bending the world to their will quite like Bibi. Bibi is a cunning mage, with a number of abilities that allow him to deal tons of damage and lay effective siege to enemy positions. Let's take a look at what the Lord of Darkness can do on the Rift. Bibi is the current Prime Minister of Demacia, a kingdom with a history as controversial as Bibi's own. For the longest time, the Demacians were a people without a homeland. But after the Kingdom of Noxus, under the leadership of Adolf Swain, really did a number on the Demacians, the nations of the world gathered in Ionia and decided to grant Demacia a homeland. The problem is, there were already a bunch of Shirimans living in the place where Demacia was supposed to be. Despite the Shiriman objections, the Kingdom of Demacia was formed anyways, and the Demacians and Shirimans have been at each other's throats ever since. While some prime ministers of Demacia have tried to show compassion to the Shirimans, the Lord of Darkness is a wholly different beast. Much like other renowned world leaders, Bibi spent his early career working for his country's intelligence agencies. After 16 years in power as Demacia's prime minister, Bibi's reign of terror has ascended to its final form, oppressing Demacians and Shirimans alike. Bibi's passive is Luck of the Likud. As the leader of the right-wing Likud party in the Demacian parliament, Bibi is able to form powerful alliances with some of the most wretched champions of scum and villainy you'll ever find. Whether it's ethno-supremacists like Ben Gvir, who believe some races are inherently better than others, or self-described proud homophobes like Bezalel Smotrich, Bibi has no problem selling his soul to the Demacian devil in order to secure power for himself. After reaching level 11, Bibi can even form covert alliances with Shiriman terror groups, artificially propping them up to sow division amongst the Shirimans. Some would say this passive is quite the asset, don't you think? Bibi's Q is Tunnel Vision. Bibi issues an attack order to the DDF, dealing tons of damage to all enemy tunnels in range. Whether it's flooding, bunker busting, or launching an armored offensive, no one's tunnels are safe when Bibi has Tunnel Vision. Bibi can also use this ability to build tunnels of his own, allowing friendly champions to travel undetected across the map. Just be careful not to speak Yiddish too loud, or you may be discovered by surrounding champions. Bibi's W is Armor of Adpak. Bibi activates a geopolitical shield, increasing his armor by a percentage of the United States foreign aid budget. The Lord of Darkness is a shrewd political operative, and he knows a thing or two about lobbying foreign governments to support his reign no matter what. Absurd indeed.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Bibi's E is Reign of Terror. Bibi rules with an iron fist, oppressing the millions of Demacians he exerts dominion over. While it's true that Bibi was democratically elected as the Prime Minister of Demacia, most Demacians now realize how corrupt and insane the Lord of Darkness and his religious extremist allies really are. Whether it's accusing the secular Demacians who believe in the autonomy of the Shiriman people of being traitors, or attempting to fundamentally overturn the Demacian judicial system, the one thing that every decent person with an IQ above room temperature can agree on is that Netanyahu has to go. Bibi's ultimate is Subtler's Might. After laying siege to an enemy tower, Bibi is able to erect a Demacian settlement in its place. Despite these settlements being illegal and widely protested against by millions of secular Demacian citizens, these settlements allow Bibi to effectively control enemy territory without the negative consequences of being labeled as a conquering power by the rest of the world. The settlements are defended by powerful Demacian berserkers. In the current meta, many believe that Shiriman berserkers are the most dangerous in the game, but a closer look at Bibi's settlers proves they are just as vile and degenerate as any nutjob from Shirima. These religious zealots are fully committed to Demacian supremacy and believe that, because their magical book says so, they have a right to evict Shiriman men, women, and children from their homes. If only other nations of the world settled enemy territory instead of conquering it, there'd be so much world peace. BB is most often played in the mid lane, surrounding himself with allies from the different Demacian political parties, as well as Demacians like Ben Shapiro, who shill for Netanyahu's government. BB's core strength is his ability to lay siege to enemy towers and secure objectives for his team. Tunnel vision and Subtler's Might are powerful offensive tools, and if BB overextends, he can use Armor of Adpak and Reign of Terror to maintain his grip on power. BB's primary weakness comes from misplaying his passive, Luck of the Likud. While it might be tempting to ally yourself with ideologically possessed racists, if BB isn't careful, he can easily become a puppet of his insane allies' will. He should be particularly careful when dealing with the worst of the Demacian extremists, known as Messianic activists. These religious lunatics are hell-bent on ushering in their messiah, and will even demolish Shuriman holy sites to achieve their goals. The most important thing to remember when playing BB is, despite his delusions, he is not representative of Demacian society, and anyone who is mentally and socially handicapped enough to ignore that fact and support the murder of innocent Demacians should be mocked for the basement-dwelling freaks that they are. Thank you for watching this Champion Spotlight. Join us next time for a closer look at Destiny, the Master Debater.